toward his home. When he arrives at the brothel, he meets Liza, a young woman of 20 who has become a lady of the night out of desperation. The underground man mocks her, telling her that although she is young and beautiful now, she will soon be washed up and die of some horrible disease with no one to mourn. She will be considered lower than scum, and everyone who seems to care about her now, the madam, the fellow workers, even her clients, will be anxious to see her shuffle off this mortal coil. He fully expects her to hate him, but she strangely respects these brutal proclamations. And the underground man
Today's reflection will guide you to pay attention to and appreciate what is good right here, right now, to practice leaning into the light.
But when she visits him, that illusion would be destroyed, as his poverty will be revealed. Who would love him, pathetic, spiteful, and ugly as he is? When Liza does arrive, the underground man unexpectedly breaks down. He is finally honest to someone about how he
Breathe
feels
with
about
me.
himself. And he says, I'm a scoundrel, because I'm the most vile, the most ridiculous, the most stupid, the most envious of all the worms.
Time your breath with the flow.
I can't be good. He begs her to leave and attempts to drive her off, but Liza embraces him instead. This seems like it could
Connect
be a
with your breath, slowly breathing in and out.
some precious connection with another human. But this is not most stories. The underground man simply does not know how to react to this sort of kindness, and delivers her an insult that could never be taken back. He gives her a crumpled 5-ruble note, indicating that this was not an interaction between two human beings, but he was just paying her for her service. She throws the note down and runs out of his little wagon. He goes after her.
When you feel relaxed, look into the light, and we'll let the next phase of our journey begin.
Even all these years later, this is one of his most painful memories. He then lets us know that he will stop writing, but we are told that the notes go on and on. Notes from Underground is or perhaps the most unpleasant character in fiction.
As you float through this space, feel the tension leaving your body.
Because his evil, his malice, is of the everyday variety. It is an extreme version of something most of us can quite sadly relate to. And that is why analyzing this book is perhaps one of the most painful yet valuable exercises a person can do. This is a man intent on his own.
Now let's play a short game designed to focus your attention and generate a feeling of flow.
Let's start upon one of the main themes and one of the underground man's sheep.
Notice how you control the flight of the bird.
Please consider subscribing to the channel, or if you're feeling extraordinarily generous, supporting the channel on Patreon to gain access to occasional
Guide the bird to touch the spinning coins.
hyper
We'll move on when you have completed this task.
that to be excessively conscious is disease, a real, full-blown disease. If you clicked on a Dostoevsky video, then you are almost certainly the kind of person.
Now let's add some obstacles for you to avoid.
Not a bad thing in the slightest. To be able to
Again, find and touch the spinning coins placed in between the obstacles to move to the next level.
appreciate the new edition of books.
Your goal is to find rewards in the gaps.
Self-conscious, but hyper-conscious. That is, he is incapable of living without extended thought, and specifically, extended thought about himself. We first find this in his distinction between the natural man, that is, the type of person not marred by this kind of hyper-consciousness, and himself. The natural man, or the man of action, is like a bull.
If you can learn to play in a calm and relaxed state, you can face many of life's challenges in a calm and relaxed state.
The underground man
The spaces between the objects are like the space between thoughts. In the gaps, you find peace.
By contrast, he describes himself as a mouse, someone totally incapable of acting, but who retreats into the world of imagination or analysis instead. If you'll let me indulge into some wider Dostoevsky commentary, this mouse is a development of the earlier Dostoevskian stock character of the dream. In both White Knight and The Double, our protagonists spend much of their time viewing the world in narrative or dreamlike terms. In White Knight, the narrator imagines that he is some sort of romantic.
If your mind wanders, bring your attention to the experience unfolding around you. Our brains are very good at finding what is wrong, what is missing, or what could be better in any given situation. This evolutionary trait has helped us survive, but it doesn't always help us feel peaceful. We can balance out this negativity bias by looking for what is good and leaning into it. We can practice placing our attention on what we appreciate and are grateful for. Take a deep breath. What is the light in your life? Breathe it in fully and allow yourself to savor it as much as possible.
Wave the whole thing aside with its little paw and with a smile of feigned contempt in which it does not believe itself, slip back shamefacedly into its there
Doggy!
some stinking underground are offended, beaten down and derided mouse that once immerses itself in cold, venomous and above all for 40 years on end, it will recall its offence to the last, most shameful details, each time adding even more shameful details of its own, spitefully taunting and chafing itself with its fantasies. This can seem a little bit abstract, but I think that it is strangely relatable to many of us. Have you ever had someone offend you and been totally unable to do anything about it at the time? You wanted to come up with some clever retort, but you became tongue-tied and embarrassed. As a result, you struggled to let go of it and rehearsed it over and over again in your mind. Each time
Let us close with a slow, tranquil breath in 3 parts. Breathe in, hold it,
This is especially true with victims of psychological trauma. And the trauma
exhale slowly.
She talks about how traumatized people often ruminate on events ad nauseum, imagining everything that they could have done differently.
Life is always full of contrasts and includes both the dark and the light. We can learn to pause and appreciate the light in our life. When we repeat this practice and build a habit, we can better enjoy our lives and bounce back from difficult moments.
Hyperconsciousness renders him totally unable to act in the world or to react to things. From one perspective, this non-reactiveness is not a bad thing. I'm not convinced that if he had lost his temper at the officer, this would have ended any better. But his extreme is just as destructive. It's just in a quieter, more inward-facing way that doesn't get as much public attention simply because it's not obvious to other people. The underground man is totally unable to take his own will as a reason for acting. He must consider everything to the nth degree, and in doing so, reasons his way into non-reactivity, but never deals with this initial feeling. As a result, the would-be reaction roars at his insides, turning him spiteful and diminishing his self-respect bit by bit. He calls himself cowardly, but not necessarily because he's scared of physical violence, but because he can never muster up the passion for an action. He comments that even his hatred and spitefulness is of a mean and meager kind. It limits itself to insulting people and peppering Peter's with full food. The underground man is a tyrant, as we'll come back to later, but he's a petty kind of tyrant. His tyrannies are as small and unremarkable as everything else about him.
Welcome to Trip. Today's reflection will help to create a peaceful sense of well-being. Breathe with me. Time your breath with the flow. Connect with your breath, slowly breathing in and out. When you feel relaxed, look into the light, and we'll let the next phase of our journey begin. As you float through this space, feel the tension leaving your body. This simple interaction is designed to help you focus your attention and bring your awareness to the present moment. See the marble in front of you? Your challenge is to shoot this marble toward a marble of a similar kind on the string in front of you. Use the movement of your head to aim the guide to the matching marble. When you connect 3 marbles of the same type, you will clear them. Focus your attention on what is happening in front of you. Just like the marbles, we can clear our minds of any thoughts that can take us out of the present moment. Concentration is the path to focus. If your mind wanders, bring your attention to the experience unfolding around you. As you find yourself focused and relaxed, reflect upon a moment in your life when you felt truly happy. Perhaps it was a past feeling of true freedom. That moment after overcoming a huge challenge, the awe you felt at the beauty of nature, a deep connection with another person, let yourself fall into the pure joy and happiness you felt in that moment, transcending time as you bring that joy to this moment right now.
Dog.
Let us close with a slow, tranquil breath in 3 parts. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale slowly. Throughout your day, find moments to reconnect to that sense of well-being and wholeness that you feel here.
We begin slowly, feeling safe. No worries, no anger, no prejudice. Everything is special. New, wants to be discovered. What a wondrous world. Until gradually, the ship of life picks up pace. Moments, delicate fleeting beams are passing by, like falling stars. Sometimes hard to grasp, barely noticeable. Always in a hurry, we become unable to discern elusive from the fire, from honest heart's desire.
Bruh.
We are rushing, driven by artificially raised needs, heteronomous illusions, causing anxieties, preventing inner peace. really need is hidden inside. You are gifted every moment with life's most precious achievement. Your conscious mind, enabling you to sense and hold within the universe's boundless beauty. Source of infinite inspiration, only waiting to be explored. Fueling your inner space. Feel it flowing through you. Impressions, thoughts, emotions. It's all vibration. The sound of life. The energy that drives you, keeps you alive and healthy. Feel secure in Mother Nature's care, enlivened by her warmth, and let your mind be nourished by her beauty. Thrive from the inspiration and keep in mind the invaluable fortune of existing consciously. The secret of life and harmony lies within. An open, esteeming mind is like a window, enabling you to see the world through the wondering eyes of a child. Use your precious gift within to sense the beauty in every little thing.
Stop turning.
We begin slowly, feeling safe. No worries, no anger, no prejudice. Everything is special, new, wants to be discovered. What a wondrous world. Until gradually, the ship of life picks up pace. Moments. Delicate fleeting beams are passing by, like falling stars. Sometimes hard to grasp, barely noticeable. Always in a hurry, we become unable to discern elusive red fire from honest heart's desire. We are rushing, driven by artificially raised needs, heteronomous illusions, causing anxieties, perfecting inner peace.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Welcome to Trip. Today's reflection will help to cultivate gratitude through personal presence and awareness of the joy that can be found in small, everyday moments. Breathe with me. Time your breath with the flow. Connect with your breath, slowly breathing in and out. When you feel relaxed, look into the light, and we'll let the next phase of our journey begin. As you float through this space, feel the tension leaving your body. Now let's play a short game designed to focus your attention and generate a feeling of flow. Notice how you control the flight of the figures in front of you. Use the movement of your head to touch the spinning coins. We'll move on when you have finished this task. Now let's add some obstacles for you to avoid. Again, find and touch the spinning coins placed in between the obstacles to move to the next level. Your goal is to find rewards in the gaps. If you can learn to play in a calm and relaxed state, you can face many of life's challenges in a calm and relaxed state. The spaces between the objects are like the space between thoughts. In the gaps, you find peace. If your mind wanders, bring your attention to the experience unfolding around you. We start by focusing awareness on something that invokes joy. This could be very immediate, like a favorite photo, a beloved pet, or a memory from a movie, book, or game. Be immersed in the small, meaningful details that make this joyful. Notice where joy is discovered. Is it in the object itself, its colors, or the memories it evokes? For example, does the photo bring joy because of the image itself, or is it the memory of the moment? Hold the feeling of joy and observe the minute details, a texture, a scent, a sound, or color. Pause with introspection to reflect on the happiness this brings you.
Look at that owl.
Let us close with a slow, tranquil breath in 3 parts. Breathe in, hold it, exhale slowly. Throughout the day, deepen your attention by noticing the subtle details around you. Let gratitude naturally expand as joy is uncovered in even the smallest moments of peace, happiness, and contentment. By focusing on these simple yet meaningful experiences, this practice of awareness can cultivate a profound sense of joy and fulfillment. Welcome to Trip. Sometimes it becomes necessary to experience failure in order to access valuable gifts that come to light when life does not go according to our plans and designs. When we are confronted by professional failures, it can feel as if our goals and dreams are temporarily out of our reach. But a failure is actually a win in disguise, depending on our perspective. A close look at a professional or personal failure is vital to recognizing and knowing what winning can be. Our wisest teacher, and an opportunity to deepen our self-love through both failures and wins. We can begin to win through failure by peering more closely to see what gifts emerge from our perceived failure. Imagine a time when an opportunity was lost or a promotion went to a coworker. We experience painful feelings of failure, blame, and disappointment. With a calm, gentle breath, we can take it easy on ourselves, knowing we are enough in this moment of perceived failure. We allow ourselves to relax, for we know that the universe is expansive and offers endless opportunities professionally and personally. We focus on the generosity of the universe and to our life-giving breath. We return to ourselves, for we also deserve generosity from ourselves during both painful times and times of triumph. We stay with our breath and remain open to lessons of generosity and hopefulness that await us. Today, your breath will be an offering of healing for yourself, for others, for the planet as a whole. As you inhale, feel yourself fill with white, healing light. And as you exhale, send that white light out to whoever needs it. Maybe someone you love, or someone you don't even know, who may need some extra support right now. As you breathe, you heal. Inhale white, healing light. Hold, allowing it to infuse your body. And exhale compassion and love. Whether you hold a specific person in your mind that you're sending healing energy to, or whether you're sending out light and love to the entire universe, remember that we cannot give what we don't have. So always fill yourself with light before you direct it outwards. Inhale all that is good. Hold it within you and send it out to others. When you are ready to move on, look into the light and we'll proceed. We continue to intentionally imagine generosity in spirit and breath, for in every life event lies a gift, and in every failure a win. We're open to a new opportunity to discover a gift that happens to be presenting itself in this form of a failure. We welcome it in our consciousness as we do a close friend who we adore and we haven't seen in a while. As we welcome the perceived failure, we ask, what graceful life lesson are we to learn from this encounter? What truth are we being asked to see? We stay with our breath and relax our jaw, face, neck, and chest, feeling ever expansive, generous, and open to the great gifts we are being offered. The giving and receiving breath can help us find peace and equanimity as we bring comfort to ourselves and share our compassion and love for all beings everywhere. Inhale white, healing light. Hold, allowing it to infuse your body. And exhale, healing, compassionate energy. Notice how it feels in your body when you fill yourself with light and share it with the world. Inhale white light. Hold its healing energy within you and send it out to others. Look into the light when you're ready to move on. Learning to love our failures takes practice. But when we remember to return to a spirit of expansive generosity, we can receive the gifts that appear. We will access gifts from all of life's turbulences, turning towards the expansive universe and shining our light of generosity towards ourselves and to the world. Changing our perspective to one of life-giving knowledge and growth. Our spirits will crave new terrain in order to rise to the occasion of radical self-love when we fail or fall. This is winning.